But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion, even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? 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 Then will you get bored of killing me?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another live stream. This is everything DC, Marvel, and more. CW's Gotham Knights trailer released. I am your EDM host, Luke, and let's get right into the live stream. Now, happy Wednesday, everyone. It is not a new weekend, but we are going to be having a new feature on the live stream today. So as you can see, that bottom moving, that is called a ticker, apparently. And they just added that today because I was live yesterday going over the Star Wars Celebration, and they did not have that feature yesterday. So this is a brand new feature, just added it today, and it's where you can have text going on the screen at the very bottom, which is super exciting. So, for example, if you guys wanted to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, you can see that that is now going to be going at the bottom of the screen. So I hope everyone is having a good day today. We do have a little bit of some, I would say, surprising news. Let me see here. 1 second. So some surprising news. Let me go here and let's go here. Perfect. So we are actually going to be going over the CW Gotham Knights trailer that released just yesterday. Now, why it's surprising is because, for those who do not know, this is a mid-season show that's going to be coming out in 2023. So, in 2023, as you can tell, that is a little ways away. It is going to be in around January or February of 2023, and I think most people did think that it was going to be the show's trailer was going to actually be coming out in around October, but it came out yesterday, May 31st. Today is June 1st. Happy first of the month, everyone. So we are going to be going over this trailer today. Due to copyright reasons, I could not share the trailer. So if you guys did or did not see my message, I said, welcome, please watch the brand new CW Gotham Knights trailer before the live stream airs. We'll be talking all about the trailer during the live stream, and then I put a link to the live stream. So 1 second. So then I also put a link to the trailer there, so hopefully you guys did or did not watch that. So let's get right into this. As you can see, the little thing going through the screen, ask me anything or comment will be displayed there. Just because I don't want to get anyone kind of distracted, I will just turn that off. So then you guys just know that you guys can ask me anything. So that's not what I want to do. So let's begin and let's talk about this. So I'm going to be completely honest. This isn't what I expected it to be like. I'm going to be completely honest. I read the synopsis because the synopsis came out a while ago. The synopsis is, or the premise is, in the wake of Bruce Wayne's death, his rebellious adopted son forges an unlikely alliance with the children of Batman's enemies when they are all framed for the murder and attempt to clear their names. So when I read that, I guess I didn't really realize, I guess I read it differently than it sounds. I didn't think, it obviously says in there that they are framed, but I didn't realize that was going to be, I guess the title. That's a good way to put it. That's a really good way to put it. So the title Gotham Knights kind of confused me because I feel like the title Gotham Knights, it seems like it's more, of where you have to, where it's like you have, Batman that died, and then you have these characters that are, coming, and these characters have to, save Gotham and be Gotham's new knights. And that's kind of what I was getting by this title, and even kind of by the description. Like, for example, where it says, in the part of the description where it says, In a Gotham with no Dark Knight to protect it, the city descends into more danger as has ever been. However, hope comes from the most unexpected of places as a team of mismatched fugitives will become its next generation of saviors known as Gotham Knights. So like that part made me think it was almost like you know, kind of, yeah, like it was just like they were the new kind of saviors of the city. But it doesn't really seem like that. It almost seems like, and a lot of people are saying that this is basically like if Titans meets Riverdale. And I haven't watched Titans or Riverdale, but I can kind of see the resemblance. Like I know what Titans about, I know what Riverdale's about. You know, Riverdale's like kind of that mystery theme. And more people also said like Nancy Drew, like Riverdale / Nancy Drew, and I can also see that too. Like I feel like this is more of like a mystery, like a murder mystery type show versus an Arrowverse show, if that makes sense. Yeah, and it's almost like if it's like a DC's version of Riverdale or a DC's version of Nancy Drew. And it's just kind of like, and I don't really know, I'm definitely going to watch the pilot. And even if I don't like the pilot, I will probably watch still the whole entire first season. But I don't really feel like it's what I was expecting. And I have, I am going to be, I'm kind of excited to see where they take it if it has multiple seasons. Because if they have like this seems like, and it is just kind of seems like this would be a show like either it would work with multiple seasons or it would only work with one season, because like the first it would work with one season, just having them clear their names and then find out who was the who really killed Batman. Hey, that's season 1, then the show's done. Or if they have multiple seasons, season 1 could be clearing their names, and then all the other seasons could be them actually being Gotham's Knights and not so much more of them cleaning their names. And from this promo, it looked like this whole them clearing names was like the only thing that they really talked about. Like it had nothing in this promo about them actually like fighting for Gotham and helping Gotham. So it seems like this whole trailer was just them them like the pilot. Like this just felt like this was kind of just like the pilot, and nothing else really. There was nothing about the Gotham. And I saw other people say that too. Like there's nothing really about them being Gotham's Knights, and really just them clearing their names in this trailer. And I think it would have been smarter if they would have filmed, like, I don't know where they are in the filming process, but I definitely think it would have been smarter if they would have filmed, like, maybe 3 or 4 episodes and then they put a trailer. It almost seems like this is kind of rushed, and it's saying, okay, we have to get out this trailer, let's just film the first episode, and let's just put out a 3-minute trailer of this 40-minute episode, which I don't think would work that much. But before we do continue, I do have to go grab a drink of water very, very quickly, so I will be back in 1 second. Okay, hello everybody, I am back here. Sorry about that, that took a little bit longer than expected. Okay. So yes, the Gotham Knights trailer. And again, if you guys have anything you do have to say, your comment will be displayed on the bottom, so I will be able to see all of the messages that you do want to talk about, and I will respond to them. I would normally have it be, really anything, but just for the purpose of this video, I would like to have it try to be, related to Gotham Knights, so then we can, talk about that. So, yeah, so anything that's related with Gotham Knights. So, I kind of talked about my first look through. Let's kind of talk about the characters. I wanted to talk about the characters and give my first thoughts on them. So, I wanted to talk about this, and I don't really think there's any good way to do this. Why does it keep doing that? This is really annoying. I don't understand why it keeps doing that. This is weird. Okay, Gotham Knights. Trying to see. Okay, here we go. So, we have some of the characters here. I can't really see all of the, oh, here's a good way to put it. So, Turner Hayes. So, Turner Hayes is the, character who is playing, he is the character who is going to be this kind of Robin, and that's my next scene I'm kind of like disappointed about. I don't know why they couldn't just do a that's Turner Hayes right there. I don't know why they couldn't just do a regular like a just normal and regular you could say like Robin, because if they had a Robin, then I feel like that would have made the show way better. I don't know why they wanted to not do a Robin, but that is Turner Hayes, the adopted son, or Bruce Wayne's adopted son. So brand new character, Turner Hayes. don't even think, yeah, Turner Hayes is a character that they created, that's not even a real, or like a comic book character. So yeah, and most of these characters in the shows aren't even that, like, I think 3 of these characters aren't even comic book characters, so I feel like that's a little bit strange because I watch all these CW shows and I really don't, the only comic books that I have read are the ones that are this CW Arrowverse Earth Prime comic books. Those are the only ones that I've read. So like I watch the shows without even watching the characters, or not even watching the characters, not even or reading the comic books. So like this doesn't really bother me, but I can see how it would bother a lot of people because I know like people come to like they hear, like for example, they hear that Stargirl is going to be a new series and they watch or they read all of the Stargirl comic books before the show comes out. Gotham Knights, you can't watch a Gotham Knights. I mean, even the show Gotham Knights, I don't think that's an actual. Yeah, like it says here that it's unrelated to the comic book series Batman Gotham Knights. So like it's not even. They have to clarify that it's not related to a comic book series. So like it's just totally made up. You can't even watch it. Even if you're like some of these characters, like okay, Stephanie Brown, I know who that is, or okay, Dula Dent, that's Joker's daughter. Like okay, let me just find a comic book on these characters and just read their comic books. Okay, that works. But then you see Turner Hayes and you see Cullen Rowe and you see Brody, and you're like, wait, what? Like, who are those people? Yeah, and I'm going off of this list here. I can list the Wikipedia page and this other source in the description, but just from the Wikipedia page, those are the 3 characters that don't even have a thing on them. So yeah, that's Turner Hayes. I don't know if I really like him that much. I mean, it just has to wait and see, but based on the trailer, not really that sure. And another thing too is it seems like in the trailer, when the people were knocking on the door and they had Harvey Dent, walk out and say, hey, Bruce Wayne, he died. It seemed like he didn't know that his dad was Batman. And that's one thing that I do like, that okay, he didn't know that, but now he does. Because I was worried that if he didn't know that his dad was Batman, there was going to be all of this stuff like waiting to tell him. Like, that's something that also Superman and Lois did really, really well that I liked, was Superman and Lois, they told their kids that he was Superman in like the 2nd episode, or like I think it was either the very end, like the cliffhanger of the 1st episode, or the middle of the 2nd episode, whatever it may have been. But like I just really liked how they did that so ahead, because I was like concerned even for Superman Lois that they were gonna like wait it off like for all this time. And it seems like I like that this show Gotham Knights because they just know it off the bat. And it seems like it isn't just a closed thing either. It seems like it's a small, like it doesn't seem like they just told him. It seems like it's all around, because skip to a little bit farther in the trailer after this, the people that are at school and they're like bullying him at the school, and they're like, oh, now you don't have to keep the secret anymore. I mean, why would they say that? Why would they say, oh, you don't have to keep the secret if they didn't find out that he was Batman? So I feel like he is Batman, or he is Batman. I feel like when he found out he was Batman, they announced it to the whole world. Kind of like, and I know they do that like with a lot of famous superheroes. Once they, pass away, then they say, hey, by the way, this character or this real life person was actually this person, and then they just kind of announce that to the public. So it could be what happens here, which I'm honestly okay about, which is, pretty exciting to me. So the next character is Navia, or is Carrie Kelly, who's played by Navia Robinson. So this character is supposedly like, I would say, I think it was the first female, I think that's what they said, it's the very first female Robin. So the very first female Robin, and or maybe not the first one, but close to one of the first ones. But it's basically a female Robin, not an actual Robin, but I think this character. I think if there was one character I would be the most excited for, it would probably be this character. It seems like this character has a lot of, like, you could say, I guess, potential, I guess, to see kind of where they take this character. It's just the only thing is the suit. I don't know what I think about the suit. It almost seems like the suit is a mix of the cat, like the cat suit. I forget what its name is. What's its the I can't think of the name. It's the Why can't I think of the name? I know the name. I just don't know why I can't think of it. Let me look it up. Let's see. Wildcat. Yes. It looks like from Stargirl, the Wildcat costume with, like, Beth Chapel, who is the Dr. Midnight's glasses. Like, that literally seems like what the costume is, which is interesting. But I mean, the costume is the only thing that I'm a little bit iffy on. But the actual character seems pretty interesting. And again, it looks like this was just filmed, like, the first couple of episodes, and I think the majority of the first episode. So it seems like this character again is revealed to them that, hey, I'm this person, and you know, they also know that, which is exciting as well. So it also kind of made me, you could say, a little bit frustrated too. This character, Stephanie Brown, so we actually saw Stephanie Brown. We saw Stephanie Brown in Batwoman season 2, The Clue Master's Daughter. And this is played by Anna Lore, and I'm assuming they probably asked the Stephanie Brown from Batwoman if she would come back and be this character, and I'm assuming, this is all just my thoughts, I'm assuming she probably said no, so they recasted her. I really liked her as Stephanie Brown. I think she played her really, really well, so I would have preferred her, but you know, we haven't seen this person yet, and really, we have not seen this person yet. Like, in the trailer, I think we only have saw her one time, and it was at, like, the very, very beginning of the trailer where they were, I don't even remember, but, like, it was in the very, very beginning of the trailer, when she was in that one room with the other person. That was the, oh, what did I do? Okay. So that was her, but I mean, that's the only first time we saw her at all during the trailer, so I don't know really what to think of her, so I guess that's really it for that character. So moving on to my next character. So Dwayla the Joker's daughter, played by Olivia Rose Keegan. So I know Olivia Rose Keegan. I mean, obviously not personally, but I wish I knew like all of these characters. It'd be so cool if I like actually met one of these people before, not just from the show, but like from shows. But I do know this character from other series and shows I do watch, and so she, the Joker's daughter, also seems interesting. I think there was a point in the trailer where they were like, "Are you really the Joker's daughter?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, I am." And what I really, really like about this is, this is really reminding me this character. I kept thinking about it, and I keep thinking about it, and I think this was the character. Like, I was like, okay, what character does this resemble the most? And the one person I could really think of was Alice. Like Alice from Batwoman. This character reminds me of Alice, but like a younger version, obviously. Just like that kind of theme, like I get from this person, it's kind of like a young Alice, which is exciting. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about this person. I'm excited to see that character. Next is Hyper Row and Cullen Row. Those are two siblings, I'm pretty sure, I would assume. And Harper Row became a vigilante called Bluebird. And I'm not so sure about Cullen, but yeah, so those are those two characters. That's kind of, I'm not sure if they're going to implement that really into the show that much, like with the Bluebird stuff. Maybe not, maybe so. For, to match someone's description to a face, that is Cullen or Cullen, however you pronounce it, Row. And then this is Harper Row. So those are those two characters. Next is Misha Collins, Harvey Dent. So also Harvey Dent is also Two-Face. So I'm not sure if we're going to see him as the villain this season, or they're not going to get into the whole Two-Face stuff and they're just going to say it's Harvey Dent. I'm not really sure, but fun fact about this character. So Misha Collins was in Supernatural, and those two characters, Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki, Dean Winchester and Sam Winchester from Supernatural, those two people, I think, and I think Misha Collins, if I do, maybe, no, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they were all asked if they could come back and be in the Winchester's new series. And I think Jensen Ackles and Jared Blackie or whatever said yes. I'm not really sure. I just know that I think I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see because I know Jensen Ackles is going to be in the series as Dean Winchester, but I'm not sure about the other characters. I don't know. I think some of those people were added back, but this character was in Supernatural, and is now in Gotham Knights playing Harvey Dent, so that's pretty exciting. So those are all the characters that we do, have to go over, I'm pretty sure. And so those are the characters that we did have to go through. That's not what I wanted to do. Sorry about that. So, my stuff I also wanted to say is, would I rather have this, or would I have rather had a Batwoman season 4? Just by looking at the trailer, I would have rather had a Batwoman season 4. Now, if it was Batwoman season 2, I would have said Gotham Knights just by the trailer. And that's saying a lot, because Batwoman season 3 was so good with getting their actual Gotham characters. I want a season 4 more than Gotham Knights just by looking at this trailer. But if it was season 2, which I did not so much like, then I would want Gotham Knights, and I would be okay. That makes sense. That Batwoman got canceled. This is a new Gotham show. Let's try it. But now that I liked Batwoman so much in season 3, seeing this is kind of just, I don't think this doesn't, it just doesn't, like, it reminds me kind of Batwoman, but it doesn't at the same time. It just seems like it's not, like, because it's both in Gotham, I just wish that it would have its, like, similarities, and maybe as a cameo, I'm hoping, like, this would be the best thing ever if I'm trying to think. I can't think what was I gonna say? It would be good if they did have other characters from Batwoman cameo in the show. I think that would be cool. It's just, they're both in Gotham, so it's definitely possible. And, it's just like, it already says, what makes me also disappointed is, this is obviously either in a different Earth, in the future, or in the past. It's definitely not in the present on Earth Prime. Because in the present on Earth Prime, we obviously know that Batwoman has access to Wayne Tower, and it's not like, okay, between floors 1 and 5 is Batwoman, and then between floors 6 and 10 is the Gotham Knight characters. Like, that, it's kind of funny, but that's not how it works. So sadly, they can't just have, like, them both own it. So it obviously doesn't take place in the present day, but if it does take place on Earth Prime, it would either have to be the past or the future. I can't see them doing a future thing. The CW has never really done a future show. I mean, really, they've never done a past show, but I don't think they would. I don't think the Arrowverse would want to do a future show, considering if they do this big crisis thing again, people would say, well, wait, obviously this crisis doesn't actually happen because Gotham Knights takes place in the future, and this never happens. So, for, like, stuff like that, I feel like it would probably be easier if they just said that it takes place in the past. So I guess that makes sense for it to be in the past, but if they do want it in the present and they don't have to worry about the past or the future, it could most definitely be on another Earth. Um, so yeah, it could definitely be on another Earth, but um, they would have no um, they definitely wouldn't be able to like have it be on the same Earth. So I wonder how they're going to do that. And they're probably not even going to say anything. Like that's another thing that's been annoying me with all of the Arrowverse is they have this huge Crisis on Infinite Earths, and then all of a sudden they just kind of like stop talking about it. They never, refer back to it. And it was supposed to connect all these shows together, but like half of their shows aren't even on the Earth. For example, Stargirl we know for sure is on Earth. Earth 2, Gotham Knights, assuming it's on another Earth. Superman Lois, we still don't know. They never talk about really that ever. And same with like, I just feel like they never really mention that. I don't see this show, like also considering Naomi, we don't know if Naomi was on another Earth. We're never going to know if Naomi's on another Earth because it got canceled after one season. So we don't know if Naomi was on another Earth. We don't know, Naomi never brought it up, so I don't see that Gotham Knights would. Really, Batwoman never brought it up either. Or I guess you could say the new, like Ryan Wilder Batwoman. I mean, Kate Kane did because Kate Kane's Batwoman, that she was in Crisis. Like her show when she was on Batwoman, it was during Crisis. But like Brian Wilder's Batwoman, she wasn't in any crossovers ever. So really, even Batwoman with 3 seasons hasn't even been in it. So it's like I feel like there was more connection of these shows before Crisis, but I think in everyone's mind and even the producer's mind, there was going to be more connection after Crisis. And I can't blame the producers for that. I know a lot of, cough cough. Not sure if I could say the word. I don't want to get in trouble, so but I don't want YouTube to get mad at me, but yeah, so there's with all that happening, I know that kind of had a big impact on it, but I think I just kind of would like to see what happens next year, and it kind of already confirmed that there was going to be no crossover this year, considering that these shows are all premiering mid-season in like February, and usually crossovers are like in November or December. I mean, maybe it could be a late crossover in like March or April, maybe. That could maybe work actually, because they always have their spring break for like March Madness and stuff. So that could potentially work. I don't know though. We just have to wait and see. Before we do end, I do want to go through some of these comments. So let's go through some of these comments. Let's see. So EJ Graham said, "Am I the only one who momentarily thought Gordon from Gotham was in this when they first opened the door?" So when they first opened the door to announce that Batman passed away, did anyone else think that it was Gordon from Gotham? So let me know if you guys thought that. So that was what EJ Graham said. Jet said that my theory is that Harvey Dent killed Batman, so it was shown in comments he had a split personality before his accident. He wouldn't remember doing it, but once he became scared, the Harvey personality got suppressed and only left the Two-Face persona. So I could see that, honestly. I think that would be good. This person, I'm not sure to pronounce your name, sadly. They said, This is a DC-themed Riverdale right after they cancel Riverdale. Notice also there's no way a bunch of kids are suspects to the passing away of Batman. Like, come on. I do agree to who wrote this. I don't think a bunch of kids are suspects. I think enemies from Gotham, like Poison Ivy or Joker or all these other people, probably would be top suspects and not these kids that are totally random kids. So I do agree with you on that. Let's see. So Goof Act 2 said y'all could easily made Turner Damien and it would make this such an interesting show. They'd actually have a good reason to suspect Damien, considering he's connected to the League of Assassins, and his attitude would make his relationship and with others more interesting. They also should place Kelly with Nightwing. He makes way more sense to act as a mentor figure and someone equally skilled as Bruce. I totally agree. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, they could have changed some of these characters around to make it more comic book, themed, I think. So I do definitely agree with you. Goof Act 2. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, another thing too to know is that that this was written by some of the same writers of Batwoman. So it will be good because, I mean, if you like Batwoman, you may like this show. This person, again, I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. They said, I'm for it, but why make a new son? Why not Tim? Tim doesn't get really any love, and he's arguably the closest to Batman other than Damian. I get that they're going for the didn't know his dad was Batman thing, which is also a weird choice. I would agree and disagree. I would agree to the point of why did they make him a new son, but I would disagree with the part about the weird choice of didn't know his dad was Batman. Well, I guess I did, but not necessarily I disagree. It's just I think it's smart that that yes, he didn't know his dad was Batman, but they didn't like make it where it was the whole entire season of him not knowing. He just knew from like the very first episode or maybe the second episode, which is exciting. This person said, this kind of gives Titan Season 1 vibes on being a comic book show but not wanting to have suits and the stuff that makes it a comic book. Otherwise, they would have led with showing off the suits. The show also seems interesting, but it's still weird that out of the huge Bat family, they decided to create another son of Bruce Wayne. Could have Duke or a young Luke or Tim Fox. We will see, though. And that's what Austin Doge said. I would agree. I do think, or I guess that's a pretty, interesting and good take on it. I didn't really think about the comic book, but not wanting to have the suits. That is true. Okay. This Isaac Maida said, "Why can't they just name the main character Damian Wayne, or just someone we know from the Bat family?" I do think a lot of these comments just seem like there are a lot of people who are mainly disappointed with this because of the choices of characters, and they just wish that there would be characters that they actually really know, and I do have to agree. I think people did watch Batwoman was because people like Batman, and Batwoman is connected to Batman. People would watch this Gotham Knights show because it's connected to Batman, but all these characters have nothing connected to Batman. Literally, one of the main characters in the show is a character they came up with that doesn't really know, doesn't even have a connection with anyone, so it's definitely interesting, I guess you could say, take on it. Delblane said, looks better than looks better than expected. I'm actually only in because of Misha Collins, who plays Harvey Dent. Maybe the CW surprised us. Let's give it a shot. And I do think, I do want to say, again, I'm definitely gonna watch the premiere. Maybe it will be better. Maybe I can watch it, and I'm also gonna watch the and even if I don't like the premiere, I'm still probably gonna watch every episode, see if it gets better. Like, for example, Naomi, episodes like 1 through 6, I did not really like, and then right after episode 7, I know even the title name, I'm Not a Used Car Salesman, because that was an episode that really like changed everything and kind of made me enjoy it more, where it was the kind of background knowledge for Zumbato, so I really enjoyed that. So maybe, maybe it just might take 6 episodes, and then we'll see that. Techno Builder said, so basically Disney's Descendants meets the A-Team. Misha Collins deserved a better show. Not really sure who this is for exactly. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, so it looks like a lot of people are saying that they're only watching the show because of Harvey Dent and Misha Collins in it, because they like that character, so that's exciting. Or I guess exciting for them. Okay. We'll give it the next, a couple minutes, about 5 minutes, we'll say, and I'll have you guys, ask me any questions, we'll answer them. So yeah, so be sure to ask me any questions you may have. When you guys are doing that, I'm just going to be getting ready for this. I do really like not being in school anymore, because then, or being on summer break, I should say, because then I am able to, do these live streams during the week, and I'm able to talk to you guys, and I'm able to talk all about these things with you guys, like, as soon as they come out, because normally I would have to wait a whole weekend, but instead I do not have to wait a weekend, and I can just, do it right now. So yeah, again, let me know if you guys have anything you guys want me to answer. I will answer those. The description was just updated with the links that I've used today, so be sure to check those out. I'm totally out of questions. Yeah, that's okay. Let's do a poll, actually. I will create a poll, and I will say, okay, so the poll is going to be out, and it is, are you excited for Gotham Knights? So, we'll see yes or no. If I had to answer, I would say yes, only because it is 2 out of the 3 shows that the Arrowverse still has. That's mainly the only reason. Because I have to be honest, I don't think I would have watched it if it's not an Arrowverse show. If it was just like an HBO Max show, I don't think I would have watched it. So, this is the only reason that I am watching is because it's just it's one out of the 3 Arrowverse shows this season. Again, we're only having out of the 4, because we have Stargirl, we have Superman Lois, we have Flash, and we have Gotham Knights. So just one out of the 4 that we do have. So that's really the only reason I'm excited for it. But yeah, so let's do this. Here. I'm not sure. This is not working, and not sure why this is not. It's a little bit strange. Okay, well, I guess we will just keep it there then. So the link is not working. So if you click it, it will say the first link. If you click it, it will say, "Did you mean?" Just click the yes, say yes, I meant the Gotham Knights TV series, and it should bring you to the right link. Not sure why that was acting like that, just a little bit strange, but I think we're going to wrap this all up for now. I do hope that you guys did enjoy. We are I don't plan on being live any any more this week unless some news does come out. If there is some breaking news, then I'll be live. I do have one last question. I'm not going to do a poll. Try to answer in 30 seconds. Do you guys personally like my 7 p.m. live streams, or do you guys prefer my live streams that are during the day? Which that are around 12 p.m. So 12 p.m. or 7 p.m. Because if there's some breaking news, I'm basically asking, let's say there's some breaking news that releases at 9 a.m. in the morning, would you rather have me cover it 3 hours later or at noon, or would you rather have me cover it, a lot of hours later at around 7? So just chat really quickly, but when you guys do chat, I will see it come through, and I am going to be ending the live stream now. I do see the new live stream, so I will continue doing that. I hope all of you guys stay safe. So stay safe, stay awesome, and most importantly, stay yourself. Bye, guys.